and it's been since day one.
It's been going on for
Day
a long
one.
time.
Day one.
This is
Brad
like,
has never embraced his grandson because supposedly for the longest time he was not Jay's until, oh my God, he looks just like Jay and his granddad.
Yeah.
You know? So
this
Well, I
right
wanna-
here is like, it's a joke to me because we lived at the top of the hill, literally across the fence, and they didn't even come up to say hi or happy birthday on his birthday. They're like, well,
this is
we were mad at you. We were mad. Well, why do you think? Because you start all these problems, start all this drama, and then you don't care to say hi to my son, don't care to say happy birthday, you don't care to do nothing for him. It's like,
I've never seen it.
that's all
because you're
they've
not
done.
around.
You haven't been
and
around.
she is a great actress.
Oh, she is fantastic.
Great actress.
She plays the part. I see her fake tears and fake crying. It's like a joke now that people tell me they're such great people. Like the guy at the CarQuest the other day, I was like, really? They treat me like crap and they don't even acknowledge their grandson.
Oh.
So great people. I'm just gonna start laughing every time I hear it because I hear it and it's just a joke to me.
My vindictiveness comes from I know my husband and I know my husband was a good son.
Mhm.
I know that without a doubt. If
Every
somebody would
day I'd be helping them.
if somebody would like to tell me other than that, I would love to hear it. But I believe in my heart that my husband was a good son.
He always has been.
And when we were dating, he would come home from work and he would help his mom and dad unload tractors, do the greasing while I sat inside cooking dinner. And he would come inside after an hour and we had a great relationship.
That was the only thing that gave me any happiness, and she has tried to ruin and take that away from me. Because I've struggled with depression since I was like 10 or 11.
Depression.
I used to go to sleep at night hoping I just wouldn't wake up in the morning.
Oh, Jay.
Every day, that was what I thought. Every day. And it just, I don't know where it came from. I really don't.
Well, sometimes people have it. Just depends. I think this card is so
And
cute.
the happiness I got from coming home and seeing my wife smile,
That made your day, didn't it?
it's the happiest I've ever been in my life. And happiest day of my life when my son was born and she ruined it. She
Do
did
you,
her
let
best
me
to ruin
ask
it.
you a question, Jay. I'm going to give you this and that bag. And do either one of you want it? Because it is from Chris.
I
and
do
Brad.
not want anything from her.
You don't
if
want
she
it?
can, if they
Okay.
cannot be grandparents, what
Well,
is
that
a
is
gift?
for your child.
What is a gift?
What I know, but it's for your son. It doesn't matter that you don't like the woman. You can get the stuff from the.
Sure, I can give it, and I'll say that you gave it to him.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, no, that'd
Why
be a
would-
lie.
Why would I give my son that and say, "Oh, your grandparents," when they look at him the way that they do, that they could be the cruel that like they have been.
When he come up here with his sister and they tell him, you guys are trespassing, you need to get out of here.
They came up the other day to see me, and they didn't say that.
Yes,
My
they did.
parents said that to him.
I have them.
They didn't.
Yes, they did.
Well, they were up here, so they must not have obeyed you. They came anyway.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch
CJ?
of crap. Because you can step right over the fence. You tell me I'm
Jay?
trespassing. You put a lock on the gate.
Jay, the way you are right now is the way you should stay. Don't drop your head and start feeling sorry for yourself and go into depression. Right now, you're talking like the man you should be. Like you've got some guts. That's the way you've got to be. Like right now, you're talking. You can I can understand you. You're not hanging your head in shame. For heaven's sake, stay with that. You need that strength. Listen to me. See, I'm not hanging my head. And I know I'm hearing stuff that I probably shouldn't hear. But the thing is, I'm trying to help you guys. And there's one thing I want to ask you, Jay. Jennifer says that she's going to get back at them by causing them to lose their property. Is that what you want?
No.
It's not what I want.
What?
It's not what I want. I don't think it's what she wants to be honest.
Well, what if she does?
But I want is them to tell the truth, acknowledge it, because she can't just get away with slandering mine and hers
family.
name and my family.
I'm a
Slander
tweaker,
my
I'm a
whole
drug
family
addict.
to every one of my friends turned their back on me because of what she told them.
Lies.
Lies after lie after lie. Everyone in the family has turned their back on me because of all the
So
lies
whatever,
she's told.
so whatever you and Jennifer think that they've
so
done to you, you want them to tell the truth and apologize and all. You want.
I want them to sit down and be able to have the mediation conversation that him,
Mm-hmm.
I, and Mr. Brad had up there in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants his property and he wants me to keep my mouth shut, because I really don't want to do that, because I know being vindictive is a sin, and I have went round and round
you'll
with
do it
God
anyway.
about it. I have went round and
Will
round
you
about
do
it.
it anyway?
I'm that
Because
pissed off.
you will put them.
I am that
You will
pissed.
put them out of their home. You will put me out of my home.
No, you can go back to your.
And your
you don't-
grandson
this
is.
place
Your son
this
is going
place
to
is not
grow
good
up.
for you.
Your son is going to grow up and know what you did.
And you know what? I think my son's gonna grow up and say, you know what, Mom? I'm proud of you. Just like all those people in the courtroom. The courtroom actually stood up and started clapping
Is
for
he?
me.
Is he going to be proud of you for disowning your Brad and Chris and losing their property?
I think that he's gonna remember how they treated him, and I think that he's not gonna
And you
care.
think it's going to be okay?
I think that he's not gonna
do
care.
you see
Why does he
Thanks,
deserve
Grandma,
that?
because there is lots of evil in this property. My mom has taught me to hate God since a very young age. Taught me to hate God. She don't believe in God. She's so funny, it's ridiculous. Everything she says is fake. If she says she believes in God, it's a lie. There is evil surrounding her.
And do you think it's a lie, or has somebody told you it's a lie?
About God?
Mhm.
No, I believe in God.
And what about? Do you believe that your mother doesn't believe in God?
He hated
I-
God. When I
don't believe she
met
believes in
Jay,
God at all. I believe she's the biggest liar and fake.
my
There's
parents.
evil surrounding
My
her.
parents didn't like Jay because at the dinner table, Jay, we're going to go pray, and Jay says the most rudest comment. I could not believe it. My family was like, oh my God. I can't remember what you said, but do you remember? Do you remember what you said?
Something about not praying or something. I don't know.
He said something very, very rude that the whole table went quiet.
Jay, you're hanging your head again.
Um,
Put your head on your shoulders and your neck and stay up.
I said something horrible about God, and I was very anti-God.
And what happened when I got pregnant?
And that I told him, "You're not going to pray over my son. You're not going to be doing that." And she
That was
let it
our
go.
first big fight.
She let it go, and we moved to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And I never believed in anything. She told me this stuff. That she was seeing things in the house. I'm like, maybe she's crazy. I don't know. And then I was sitting there one day with my son when I wasn't out fishing, and I just hear this in the chair, and I hear this. And I didn't feel bad or anything. I said, "What's up?" One day I did.
No, that was the day I came home from the grocery store and I thought that Waylon was hurt because you were sitting on the couch with Waylon in your hands and you were pale.
No,
And
that was the first time.
That was the first time.
That was the first time because I didn't move from the couch the whole time she was gone for like 3 hours.
What was the first time? What happened?
Some knocking and things moving around the house.
Okay. Okay.
And
Was it haunted?
Yes.
No. You had a ghost?
and it kind of went on like that, and then she invited my boss over who owned the boat,
Uh-huh.
and it was his son's house, and his son died 3 months
And we didn't
before
know.
started fishing.
Oh, no.
And I had actually met his son a year or two before that, hung out with the bar with him and drank some beers and did all that. And I didn't even realize this until after all this happened. And he came over, and that night after they went home, we hear upstairs stomping.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Non-stop, just stomping. Like, we
My
heard
God.
it. And then the door handles
Turn.
shook.
Ah,
1904 house, old door
Oh,
handle.
my
They just sat there
God.
rattling. Like, you could never make them rattle like that. I
Oh
tried.
man.
We couldn't do it. And she saw it, and the next night it happened again. And I'm all scared. I'm like elbowing her. I'm like, wake up! What's happening? 'Cause I'm like, ooh.
Did you move?
No, I sat there quiet and not moved, just staring at the thing. I'm like, it's the wind.
Oh my God.
And there's no wind.
Those old houses do make funny noises.
And then finally, one day, there was so much stomping. I'm like, well, maybe something's wrong. And so we went over to his mom's house, and she was crying. And it was like the day she had to go through this stuff. And we told her she needed to come say goodbye.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And so that day she came and said goodbye. And they were stomping up above while she was there.
Oh my gosh.
And the house got quiet after that.
Is that, oh my
I
God.
mean, completely quiet for like a month or something. And all of a sudden things got dark.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got evil. And there's this room, you felt like I was so scared of the room, I'd be like just reaching around trying to turn
Right.
the lights on.
Right.
And it had this bathtub with the curtain open all the way around.
Uh-huh.
And you felt like someone was going to come reaching and grab you.
Reaching and,
while
oh
you're
my gosh. Were you scared too, Jennifer?
I was very scared.
Oh my gosh.
And-
I think I would be too.
in there.
I never experienced anything like that in my
I
entire
knew-
life. I thought it was fake,
Right.
and
And it wasn't.
it's not fake.
Oh my God.
And a lot of people look at you, and we try to tell this story to people. They look at you like you're on drugs and you're crazy. But I know what I saw.
Yeah.
I know what we heard.
Yeah.
And I knew when we were scared to death, what made the fear go away and what made the house feel light again
Yeah.
was praying.
Right.
And that is a fact.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It got dark where I saw a demon and just black dark
Oh yeah. They're in the
walk
dark.
across and just staring at me.
They are in the dark. That's why you
And he
always want
walked. They're out in the daylight.
You
This
always
property.
wanna look-
You gotta watch out.
you always gotta look at the light, Jay. You never want to look at the dark because the dark will drag you down. You gotta always look at the light, no matter what.
Well,
That's good advice.
we got scared where we wouldn't even go downstairs without all of us. I'd hold Waylon, she'd hold the bottles, and we'd walk downstairs together
The guy
to go make baby bottles.
It
And
sucks.
then we'd
It
walk
was
back
scary.
upstairs together. And then
Mhm.
one day I got so mad I just started yelling and said, "This is the house of God,"
It was the first
You
time
need
he
to
ever
leave.
prayed.
and
It left.
it left.
It
Of
left.
course, I told you. That's what
It
you have
left,
to
and
do.
that's where I gave myself to the Lord because that's where I found God.
That's what you have to do, Jay. The light always conquers the darkness, and God will always conquer the demons, no matter what they are.
And I just
You and Jennifer have to make plans. You have
I've
to
been
make.
falling apart, and I don't want to do this to my